Well, I mean, the team has alluded to a lot of the good stuff. Our industry partners. I want to talk about the challenges, and I also want to talk about, as we move forward, how we're addressing at DIA,
Okay.
some of the
Sure.
how we let them come in, and through some stuff that Dan's actually working on in the agency, so that we expose what we're doing with eyesight outwardly to them. And I'll turn it over to Dan.
Dan?
Well, so I certainly want to echo Susie's comments on this in terms of workforce requirements. In the old days, analysis was dominated by liberal arts
Right.
majors. We increasingly are seeing that there's a breakdown between folks who specialize in specific areas, and now it is you're required to understand all disciplines at all times. There's a real blending between the technologists and the analysts. As analysts are being asked to run Hadoop algorithms and develop what's in one case an analytic is in another case a developer's responsibility.
Wow, yeah.
So the blending of that new discipline is causing us to have to change the way that we bring folks in from a
Sure,
workforce perspective.
absolutely.
It also forces us to blend our relationships with industry. So where in the past we were the receivers of technologies and the consumers of those capabilities,
Sure.
we now need to work in a much more intimate relationship with industry. The public-private partnership really matters,
Right.
where we must participate with the technologists as they develop and grow their capabilities with industry. In the intelligence community, that's a very difficult thing to do,
Sure.
as we have, out of necessity, stayed in a very closed environment.
Right.
But it turns out, as we know, we cannot keep up with the pace of change in that setting. So we have to reach out in a new way. And we've developed a mechanism, we're calling it the Open Innovation Gateway, to work in close partnership with industry. This is a complete reversal of the acquisition model, where we spend enormous amount of time discovering the best capabilities that are out there, resources evaluating the capabilities, then integrating those capabilities, accrediting those capabilities, and ultimately fielding them.
Sure.
We're flipping that around, bringing our enterprise to the innovator, so that we can work with them directly in situ, where they sit as they develop, as their technologies grow, so that we can have this closer relationship between what we do and what's coming down the pike.
And we're able to keep up with Moore's law.
Sure.
And the other thing that we're trying to accomplish with this capability is also create this conveyor belt between the lab environment and the operational environment. And so Dan's got this objective of getting that between 30 days from cradle to grave. That's I don't know if you want to talk about that. real quick.
Well, agility is the new necessity.
Right.
What we know with the pace of change, with the speed that we're acquiring data, we must keep pace. So agility in the government have not typically in the past
Yeah, I mean,
been.
we face, certification, accreditation processes we're 2 generations past the technology being certified when we get there.
Absolutely.
So it is a understandable, real challenge.
So we're trying to make them more agile through this open innovation platform, as well as leverage the industry investments and bring them into this new eyesight
Right.
construct.
Right, so we used to have need to know, then we went to need to share, now it sounds like responsibility to share and work with industry.
So we may have come full circle on that very issue. So it turns out, I think in the past we've thought about it wrong, where we thought about security and sharing as 2 separate
Right.
disciplines.
Right.
In fact, they're 2 sides of the same coin.
Sure.
And our inability to address it as the same issue has caused us to swing the pendulum all the way in one direction. And now,
Right.
with recent events, we've come back full circle to heading in the opposite direction.
Absolutely.